I hope these are peaceful protests we're seeing here.
Yes, Stephen and Carolyn, it has been very peaceful, but also right now here in Hart Plaza, it's very quiet now. But just within the hour, there were dozens of protesters right out here marching and protesting and chanting with signs. From Hart Plaza, they marched down all the way through Greektown. Many of them say they are protesting, demanding justice for Michael Brown. Unhappy, Officer Darren Wilson will not face any charges in Brown's death. The group was out here peacefully, as I mentioned, before they began the march. Listen now to what some of them had to say.
I was outraged. I looked at how many people do we know just in the past year that have been killed. I mean, in Cleveland, a hail of bullets, 2 people in a car. In Oklahoma, a man was shot down. In Walmart, in Ohio, a man was just shot down since August. It is an epidemic and it has to stop. The police have to be accountable. They are not.
When I heard it, I was really mad because, to be honest, he don't have no justice for this at all.
And the group now is in Campus Martius. There is another protest that will take place just within the hour. We'll bring you the latest on that at 7 o'clock. Live in Hart Plaza, Tara Edwards, 7 Action News.
All right, thanks a lot, Tara. Thankfully, most of the protests across the country have been peaceful. Now, many police departments across the country use tasers as a less lethal means of stopping someone who poses a threat to an officer's life. And while Detroit police do not currently have tasers, it is something Police Chief James Craig hopes his officers will have one day. Chief Craig says tasers can save lives and reduce injuries to suspects and officers.
I'm a believer in it, and it's just, and we had some very strict policies and guidelines as it relates to the deployment of tasers, but I'm certainly a believer in non-lethal device at the right time. Now, it can't substitute an officer's decision to use deadly force when faced with an imminent threat to their life.
Chief Craig also hopes that one day his officers will be using on-body cameras as another level of transparency.
Now, speaking of protests, this one is going on right now. We're taking a look at live pictures from a traffic cam. These are protesters actually on the highway at I-75 at Woodward. Now, we're told these are the same protesters who have been in various areas, Frank Murphy, Hall of Justice, Woodward, on Campus Martius and Woodward and so forth. Again, blocking traffic right now on I-75, so this is going to create a traffic mess here this evening. But again, we have heard of no violence associated with this,